what that means. Just a Bit Outside radio show live on the air, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you for joining us. I am Mark, and on the other end of that line, the other participant in Jabo 1, Keisha.
Hey, what's going on, outsiders? Happy Football Thursday. And if you in the 410 DMV area, today is Flock Day. My boys got the primetime game tonight down in 305. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Man, how you doing today, Mark?
I'm pretty tired. Unlike some people, still had to work today.
Yes, it is a holiday. And let me just take this time to salute all our veterans and thank them for their service, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Like my brother, my dad, uncles, cousins. I got a lot of people that served, so very proud of them.
Absolutely, guys. Big shout out to my dad as well, man. Pops, love you. Love you, love you, love you. And, this is like one of my dad's favorite holidays.
Oh, yeah?
Because,
Wait.
my mom and dad, they wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and usually their first stop is IHOP.
Okay.
And they just bounce around everywhere, scooping up all the freebies.
Texas Roadhouse, everyone.
Oh, yeah, Mission Barbecue, they do the breakfast, the brunch, the lunch, the dinner. As a matter of fact, after the show, I'm going to have to check in and see how many pounds both of them gained today, man. They really get it in, yeah. And my mom, she's such a trooper. She's such a trooper because she be right there with my pops, through it all, man. Just like in Nam. Just like in Nam for my dad.
I could see your dad, like, planning out his route and everything.
Oh, yeah, it's
having
real.
A schedule.
It's real. That's why I said, just like Nam. Yeah, man. So big shout out to all of our veterans, yo. And if you're listening, and if you serve, man, put that joint up so we can honor you tonight during the show.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get into things, man. Lots to discuss. We're going to try to get everything in before the Ravens take the field tonight. First things first, what's going on around town? We're going to jump just a bit outside the sports realm to talk about a dear friend to the Jabo squad. Came on. He came into the studio and it was a guest about what? I'd say, geez, God, was that like 3 years ago, Mark?
Oh, the first time? That was that first year.
Was it really?
Yeah, I think so.
God, man, we've been doing this for so long. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. But, yes, the Davon Fleming, former contestant on NBC's The Voice, right, Mark?
Yep.
Yeah, we had him, and he was one of our first guests. He's been such a joy. He's been on a few times since his first appearance. And speaking of appearances, he made a pretty big appearance. What was it, Sunday night?
I think it was last night, actually.
Last night?
It was like the last few nights, yeah. Sometime this week.
Why don't you get the outsiders, the 411 on what Davon Fleming, Baltimore's own, I should say, Davon Fleming, was doing last night on the TV.
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly the biggest country music fan, but the biggest country music awards were this week, the CMAs, and they had a pretty spectacular, I put up the video on the show page, performance from Jennifer Hudson, who we know Davon was on Jennifer's team on The Voice, and they've gone on to have a very successful relationship in that time since. But he was up on stage with her, one of the backup singers, and it was a really great production with started out with Jennifer, and then Chris Stapleton joined in. And,
all right.
Yeah, it was really good stuff. And Davon, he was right there. You could see him playing his day, so good for him.
Yeah, it's good to see that brother is still making moves. I actually think it was about this time last year when we had him call in and talk about his holiday album, right?
Yeah, and we had that song that he did.
Yeah, really enjoyed that. And big shout out to Davon Fleming, man. And it's really cool that Jennifer Hudson is keeping him involved. I believe last year he was saying that he's still doing a lot of work with her, and staying relevant, man.
Yeah. He's definitely part of that Jennifer Hudson family.
Yeah, and Jay Hud is always on the move, and I gotta say, I gotta give another big shout out to Davon for even being a part of the Country Music Awards, man. I mean, as many of us know, at least many of us in the DMV know, he's from Park Heights. Yeah. So there really ain't a bit of country, other than, us being south of the Mason-Dixon line up in there. But I watched the performance, man, and they did the damn thing. That was truly, I would have to say, a crossover experience for Davon.
Yeah, and the crowd did it. You could tell.
Yeah. You can you feel the energy and the appreciation,
For sure. Yeah.
And I also feel like with their singing styles, Davon and J Hud, they complement each other well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I gotta, I'm gonna send this little clip to Davon after the show, but man, y'all need to do a duet album or something. You know what I'm saying? They could be the new Marvin Gaye, Tammy Terrell, minus all the violence.
Oh my God.
What? L Boogie, she all in the background. She got to put her 2 cents in. She said BB and CC whining. I think that's a lot. I like that.
Something a little more relevant and less violent.
That sounds a little more relevant and less violent. Okay. All right, let's keep things going. We're going to keep it, we're still fully 410 on this portion of the show. As I mentioned earlier, our squad coming off of a victory with the Minnesota Vikings. Short week, still injured, but we taking it down 95 South to 305, and we're going to play Tua and those Miami Dolphins. How much of a pushover game is this going to be, Mark?
How much of a pushover game was the Minnesota game?
Right. I'm going to say, I knew you were going to say that. I knew that you were going to say that. The Ravens, I believe their line opened at around 8 points favorites. Okay. As of right now, they are 9 points. The Minnesota game, they ended on 7 points. I took that because I just knew. That was my bold prediction. Ravens by 2-3 touchdowns versus the Vikings.
Yeah.
And we all know that, theme of this season is just to give your fans a freaking heart attack every time you take the field. After this game last week, after Sunday, I had people texting me like, do you have any nails left? Do you have any hair left? Do you still have a TV?
Man. I was just like, I need to go to the hospital and get an EKG done because my heart cannot take that.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But, another good theme for the Ravens this season, I think, and Mark, I'm sure you'll agree with this, resiliency.
Oh, for sure.
Resiliency. I'm going to tell you right now, Lamar Jackson, this Ravens squad, these young players, because, I feel like we have been giving the young bloods a lot of PT. A lot of that is due to the circumstances, injuries and whatnot. But, man, you got to say, man, these young bloods is getting a lot of experience, man. A lot of experience. And this is going to be so valuable when we, complete the second half of the season and go into the playoffs.
Yeah, it gets him that experience. And, even further down, like next couple seasons, it gives him that valuable playing experience.
Yeah. So, y'all boys are down, like I said, in the 305. They in Miami. Hopefully they did not go out last night and enjoy the sights and the sounds and the bright lights. Mark, have you ever been to Miami?
I have not.
Believe it or not, I have never been either.
Okay.
So I think we need to put that on our list. Get ourselves a little sunscreen. And take a trip down south, man. I've never been.
It must be a pretty cheap flight too, because I saw a lot of people on my timeline that went down for the game.
Well, this is the thing, because I as well. I hit up a homegirl last night because I was looking at her stories. And I was like, look, I need you to come back to Baltimore in one piece, y'all. They was getting down out there.
Yeah.
And it seemed like the locals was loving it for real. But the thing is about Ravens fans, location is fun. Denver. And we can just talk about some of the places this season. Denver, Las Vegas, New Orleans, Miami. Now, we didn't play New Orleans, but, that's one of the... We love to inhabit those cities when the Ravens go on the road. As soon as it was announced that we was kicking off in Las Vegas, fools was just all over the place. Who's coming? It was like Jerry Maguire. Yep. Who's coming with me? Yep. Who's coming with me? You know what I mean? So, the Ravens keep a very decent following when they go on the road. And, man, this is the perfect time of year to go down to Miami. Why not? Watch a game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Just don't be going to Cincinnati or you get shot.
We're going to take it back to Miami, folks. Mark, like I said, we got I believe the Ravens are right now, they're 9-point favorites. Over under is 46. We gave up a lot of yardage last week. And it seems like, they were coming off a bye week. They really got off to a slow start. And I believe, in the first half, I think, Lamar, the Ravens might have had like 56 yards total offense in the first half.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then Minnesota had like damn near triple that. Dalvin Cook had a great game. But in the second half, it looked like, Lamar and everybody, I guess, was shaking off the rust or whatever, is starting to figure things out. Do you feel as though the Ravens will keep that energy, as we like to say, keep that energy going into this game against Tua and the Miami Dolphins?
Yeah, I think as much as we're getting tired of the cardiac kids, they're getting tired of it too. They know they have the skill. They know they can do it. They want to put it all together. And the Dolphins, like every year, people think, the Dolphins are going to do better, and they're not doing better.
Yeah, they're dealing with their own set of injuries. I know that, one of their best receivers, Will Fuller, I had him on my fantasy team, dog. Oh, and speaking of fantasy, we're going to get to that. I had him on one of my fantasy teams. He went out with an injury that was supposed to be like, I believe, 2 to 4 weeks max. And here we are in week 9 now? Week 10?
10,
and he still hasn't taken the field. Miami's defense, it hasn't been the best. And like you said, the team has consistently over the years, past few years, underperformed, and it seems like it's happening again this year. Tua's had his issues as well. A major theme of this season seems to be injury and how you handle it.
Yeah.
But I really feel like when the Ravens take the field tonight, they're going to be facing a team that's kind of hobbling along for real.
Yeah. And the Dolphins, like we've played them tough at times, and we've blown them out at times. And I have a good feeling about tonight's game. I really like tonight's game. I think. I think we're going to see a offense that plays a full 4 quarters instead of just the back half.
Absolutely.
And I think we're going to see one of those blowout games. Maybe not a complete blowout, but
I'm thinking a blowout, man. Hey, look, outsiders, I'm telling you right now. Major Keisha's telling you right now. The Ravens let me down last week, but I'm going to roll with them again this week. They ain't going to let me down tonight, baby. They ain't going to let the flock down. Easy money pick right now. Ravens -9. And I kind of feel like, I'm feeling the under on tonight's game because I just really don't see where much offense is going to come from the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dig that. All right, so let's keep it moving. Hopefully they'll get, Hopefully they'll get that win tonight, or people will be text messaging me again, checking on my health.
Did you want to predict the score, or just leave it as a win?
Okay, yeah, let's do a score prediction.
The professor, he says 35-21 in the feed.
Holy crap! What?
I don't think they're gonna get 3 touchdowns. The Dolphins.
I was gonna say, yo, gave Miami 3 touchdowns, yo.
Hey, that could be 7 field goals.
Professor, Mark, I'm gonna just dismiss everything you just said. Professor, first of all, thanks for tuning in. And I am seriously shocked. Usually we be on the same wavelength with anything, but if I'm telling y'all right now, if Miami scores 3 touchdowns tonight, I shake my head bald. You know how much I love my head.
Oh my God. Lauren's listening, right? Lauren, you heard that?
I'm risking it all tonight, outsiders. I'm risking it all, yo. Oh my God, El Boogie's looking at me like, have you lost your goddamn mind?
Next week show, we're gonna live stream Keisha shaving her head bald.
Yeah, oh boy, my boys ain't gonna let that happen, man. And Professor, appreciate you putting that score out there. We got any other scores on the feed?
I'm gonna say I think it'll be 31-13. We'll probably have to kick a couple field goals.
Yeah,
our offense sputters sometimes, but 31-13.
I'm also along your lines, yo. I'm going to go with 34-10 for real.
Oh, Professor says you're about to be bald.
Yo, Ravens D, don't let me down, baby. Don't let me down.
You got that turtle wax ready?
Oh man, I really jumped out there with this one. But the one thing I can say is I have a plethora of headgear. Plethora of headgear. It shouldn't come down to this, but I really don't think my guys are going to let me down.
There we go.
Nah. Yeah. Well, let's keep it in the DMV area for a few more minutes. As a lot of people who follow college hoops, coming off of, I think, collectively, men and women, coming off a crazy college season last year. College basketball kicked off, I believe, Tuesday night. Season started back up, and Maryland played Quinnipiac? I think that's how you pronounce it.
Quinnipiac, yeah.
Yeah, played Quinnipiac in their first game at home. If you follow college basketball, you know that this season is really going to be unique. As they have made a few changes, and to me, it seems like, I would say, in favor of the players, more so of the schools, allowing students to transfer to other schools without being, is it appropriate for me to say without being redshirted for a season?
Without having to sit out that season between, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you would necessarily call it redshirted, but you don't have that waiting period. Mark and I talked a little bit about this offline. I'm just going to, talk really quickly about this with you outsiders because we have so much tonight. I am looking for this college basketball season to be one of the craziest ever because these guys, they took full advantage of this opportunity. Maryland alone had 10 transfer students. 10.
Really?
Yeah. And, I mean, they reaping the benefits already. I mean, they had like a 14, 15-point win Tuesday night. Got to shout out one of the freshmen that I have met before a few times. Julian Reese, number 10. He's from Baltimore. He had a great first game to be a freshman, first college game ever. My man played 19 minutes. Yeah, 11 points and 7 rebounds.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, and this dude is a freshman. So, I mean, if he continues up this play, he's going to be an integral part of the Maryland basketball team. And so, now that we in full swing of things, and like I said, I really do think that this is going to be a wild college basketball season. I'm going to make more of an effort to include college basketball, men and women, because there's high expectation for Maryland's men team as well as their women team this season. So, Mark and I are definitely, and I know Mark will be down for that, try to make more of an effort to include college basketball in Jabo's winter part of the season. Another quick thing I got it. I'm a Duke Blue Devil fan. You know it. Coach K is in his final season.
Thank God.
Oh my God! I was just crying like, man, I'm gonna have to try to find somehow to get to one of these games. But I know every last game was probably like $1,000 for real. Because the farewell tour is real.
Yeah. Farewell
tour is real. This guy is easily gonna go down as the best basketball coach in Duke's history. But I wanted to ask Mark. I wanted to ask our outsiders, where do you place Coach K in the rankings as far as the best in college hoops? This guy came out of an era. Bob Knight, Dean Smith, Wooden over in UCLA, and he's legit like the last of the Mohicans for real. Where do you rank Coach K, man? I already know you're not gonna say he's the best, but in those couple of names, or you might have a few other names you want to throw out there. Where do you rank Coach K? What is his legacy going to be?
As much as I do not like Duke, sorry.
Yeah.
His legacy is one that you cannot, trash or tarnish at all. And he coached such great teams, especially against my Arizona teams. That championship game in what was it, 2002, 2003 was amazing. Duke took the win in that one. He's definitely a top 5 all-time coach. John Wooden is going to be the number one no matter what. That UCLA dynasty that won 13 out of 14 championships.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to ever top that. And his mind for basketball was amazing. Coach K, he stood the test of time. It's been 15 years probably since Lute Olson retired. Probably 13 or 14. Right before I moved here.
Yeah, 13. Yeah.
It was right before I moved here, and I didn't think Coach K was going to last much longer after that because they're pretty much neck and neck the whole time in their careers. And here it is, and Coach K is finally going in his last year. Top 3 for sure, and I can't even think of who would be number 2 right now. I'd definitely put Lute Olson up there. As far as fundamentals and everything, Lute Olson was bar none above the rest of the coaches in his time. But Coach K stood the test of time, put up championship teams, recruiting. I think that's honestly probably the place where he really beat out Lute Olson was recruiting. He could get anyone to come to Duke, and
you know what else though? You know what? And this is what originally attracted me towards Coach K and the Duke organization. He really had a knack for spotting fantastic blue collar talent.
Yeah.
They never had the super flashy guys. I think we all know that Grant Hill, Jason Williams, those are some of the biggest names that had gone on. But all of those players that come to the point, and you know what, Mark, now I'm talking, it might be the program itself. All of those players seemed extremely humbled, extremely structured. And if you didn't know any better, you would think it was a basketball team from High Point or something like that.
Yeah. And for as much as basketball is basketball, there's still a massive difference between the pro game and the college game, and he knows the college game. And he could get those players that could play the college game. Christian Leitner, you knew he was never going to do great in the NBA. But he killed it in college.
Oh my God, yeah. And he was badass too. We all know about my boy Christian Laettner. Unfortunately he got to the NBA and just seriously lost his mind. But I know that's one player I know. Coach K was like, God damn. My boy was wild. But back to Coach K and his long illustrious career, man. I mean, we all know that the dude's die game is strong. It's expert level. But Coach K be giving me, like, for real, on the low, major Senator Palpatine vibes, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just, he's a great, fantastic coach, but he's hated by all. You know what I mean? And he doesn't give a damn. He just does his thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm a little sad to see him go. I seriously doubt, but I hope I can try to make it to a game or something like that. But this college sports is going to lose a big one at the end of this NCAA season.
It's almost a shame that Maryland and Duke aren't in the same division anymore.
I know. But I gotta check Maryland's schedule. I almost feel like they had to have made that happen for this season.
Gotta check the March Madness and where the regionals and everything are going to be.
Yeah.
Because if DC hosts again, maybe they could end up there, and then you just got to pay for the Pac-10 or the NCAA tickets.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Like, I've been to a couple NCAAs. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the professor, he's on the feed, and he ranks Coach K at number 3. But I got to say, the rest of his top 3, Wood number 1, totally agree with.
Yeah.
I got to disagree massively on the number 2, and that's...
Please don't say Calipari.
No, he says Patino number 2, but that's because he pays his players, and I say that disqualifies from being him being on the list.
Yeah, that made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. That dude was a cheater.
He doesn't even get on the list because of that.
Right. Yeah, we will never forget that. Hashtag never forget. Look, outsiders, we're going to take a quick little break, whistle, and when we come back, we're going to have the real last for you, man, because we definitely going to talk about this Bama named Aaron Rodgers. So don't go anywhere. This is Mark. This is Keisha. This is Just a Bit Outside.
Welcome back, Outsiders. Just a Bit Outside radio show. Share the link, share the love. YouTube, Facebook, and I know where you wanted to go coming in from break, but I had to throw it out there real quick. Jabo #1 went down. Fantasy football.
Oh yeah!
Team Hollaback versus Mark's Marvelous Team, and it was a tight one for a little while.
Then you whooped my ass. I was going to save myself for the Booty Huff pick of the week, man. And I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. Hashtag Major Quiche. Hashtag Booty Huff. Man, all I'm going to say to you is, you lucky my dude Bomb Trady had a bye week, man. You know, it would have made it.
Yeah.
It would have made it that. It would have made it a little bit close. It would have made it respectable. Let me just say that.
When I saw he was on bye, I was like, thank God. And then your running back, who'd you have?
I had I
he used to be on the Steelers. I forget who he's with now.
Connor.
Yeah.
And he's been doing. Let me just talk about Connor since we're doing this right now. He has been doing fantastic with the Arizona Cardinals. You know, he was a big name in Pittsburgh for a little while, but then it was like we all forgot about him. And it seems like his career and everything has kind of been rejuvenated down there with Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I mean, that dude has been beasting out, and it has been an absolute, like, I don't even know who the owners, the GMs are of the Arizona Cardinals, but, you know, I have to, and this is going to be a come-through, too, you know. I have to give a come-through, because seriously, Mark, and this is all the way up to them acquiring Zach Ertz. They have seriously put together, to me, in my eyes, an offensive powerhouse.
Oh, yeah. That NFC West is going to be hotly contested.
Hell yeah, man! I'm so excited for that. But back to Team Booty Huff and Team Hollaback, man. Yeah, man, you guys. What was your highest performer last week?
Might have been Lamar.
Yeah.
Like 29-30, something like that. But yeah. Connor put up 40 for you. I was scared there.
Yeah, and you know what? I made a couple of moves because I believe I originally drafted Tom Brady and Baker Mayfield. And I believe, I can't remember. I think I got rid of Baker Mayfield like 2 weeks ago because he didn't play or something like that. But I picked up Teddy Bridgewater. Mm-hmm. And I think Teddy was like a solid like 20, 22 points. I was really pleased with his performance. For what it was, you know, for a last-minute pickup, you know. But James Conner has really been, I mean, kicking some serious ass this season, though.
Yeah. I don't know if we rematch again this season, but it'll be interesting if we do.
Yeah. I believe you're up against El Boogie this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got back-to-back Hamlet Alexander opponents.
No helping her, please.
Man, I can't even help myself this season. It seems like so. You know, she's doing better than me. She don't want my help. Team Hollaback is really struggling, man. My other league, you know, I'm hanging on by a thread, dog. I'm hanging on by a thread.
Oh, my other league, I'm like #1. I'm way ahead.
Get the hell out of there. Good for you. Nice. Well, Wesley, since we, you know, kind of started off with me being the Booty Huff in the second part of the show, might as well just keep it going with the Booty Huffs. Aaron Rodgers, we still got hella drama going. But, I mean, it appears, I mean, the last thing I heard was that, you know, Green Bay backed them. Green Bay, you know, stood behind, you know, the deceitful Aaron Rodgers.
Of course they are.
Set up one game? Was it one game he missed?
One game so far, yeah. I think you have to get like 2 negative tests before they can release you.
Okay. So as of right now, his status is still what, like questionable?
Still on the COVID list, yeah.
Okay. Last week, the Chiefs played the Green Bay Packers. What's that kid's name? Yeah. I got kind of shout out this guy because I was really expecting the Chiefs to steamroll the Packers. I mean, without the head, the head of the Voltron, But I mean, he made it a respectable game and kept it, pretty decent all 4 quarters.
Oh yeah. I mean, they didn't score a whole bunch. I think they only scored a touchdown, but like he didn't look out of place and scared like you'd expect in that situation.
Yeah. And more importantly, and I keep telling y'all, I seriously believe that the windows has closed on the Kansas City Chiefs, man.
Really?
I really do believe that because, I mean, we are more than halfway through the season now, and it seems like they still trying to figure some things out. I mean, they are missing Edwards-Helaire, who is one of my fantasy. That's lucky on that too.
He was one of my fantasies. I dropped him.
Yeah, and I think I'm holding on, I'm holding on, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I might drop him after this week because I'm really struggling at the running back position.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that the Kansas City Chiefs are still trying to figure things out. This past Sunday, that should have been a royal ass whipping. I mean, I'm talking like 40 burger. You know what I mean? Like putting up like 40 points for real. And the Chiefs did not do that. I mean, Patrick Mahomes has not been playing his best. And, when you're talking about the likes of the Bills and the Ravens, it's just hard for me. I don't know. There's probably some outsiders out there that disagree. It's just hard for me to take them seriously as a contender to represent the AFC, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a struggle. I don't think they get the bye, and they're gonna have to hope that first round matchup, if they even get to the playoffs, is decent for them. Because I mean, even the Chargers look good. I was surprised. Like, I never believe in the Chargers. They always are praised and then just fall flat. But they've been showing me pretty good stuff the last few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Since we're gonna keep it going with the drama tip, go from one drama head to another drama head, man. And you know what? I'm gonna do a WTF. This is a trifecta to me. This whole situation.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and this is the situation with the Odell Beckham Jr. drama. Now, we all know that they fell out of love with each other. Didn't last long. A lot of people, were expecting this type of outcome. I was not one of them. I really thought that him and Baker would be able to work things out, and him and the Browns and whatnot. But alas, Odell said, "I want to get the hell out of here." First, WTF goes to the Cleveland Browns for releasing Odell on his birthday. Dude, if that ain't the ultimate petty move, I don't know, man.
I mean, he asked to be released, so it's not like there was a surprise for him.
Oh no, it wasn't no surprise, but I mean, just the statement made saying we waited. So yeah, they could have been did that, but they waited till his birthday to do it. Yeah. That shit was fucking hilarious to me. Hilarious, and I felt like that was a little petty, and I'm pretty sure the Cleveland Browns are a little pissed off with the way things went down. But the come through of it, he gets picked up days later by who else?
Jesus.
LA Rams. Powerhouse move. What's up?
What's up with these, especially in the NFL, these guys that are obvious locker room troublemakers, and they just go to better teams?
Mm-hmm. Because, but that just speaks to, I think to me, that speaks to the desperation of an organization. You know what I mean? Like, the Rams, they tried so much with Jared Goff and was let down so much. They were able to put together a pretty decent defense. And they got one down, man. And you gotta think like, man, now you got Cooper Kupp, then you got OBJ. That's just gonna open up, to me, it's gonna open up the field. And a lot of people are saying this is a powerhouse move. Mark, are you ready to be like, yes, the Rams are going to be in that NFC Championship game?
I was saying that last week when they picked up what's his name on defense in that trade. Like the Rams are leveling up all over the place.
They stacked.
Yeah.
And they like they like Bone Thugs creeping on the come up for real.
Now, OBJ, he's great. Cooper Kupp is amazing. Plus, I have him on my fantasy team, so don't take into his receptions.
And see, this is the thing, when he got released, our fans sometimes can really get drunk off the juice. We had a lot of people out there, OBJ. No. Odell does not strike me as the type of player that likes to share much, and with the team that we have and with the way Lamar plays, to me it definitely wouldn't work because Odell wants his touches, he wants his catches, he wants his receptions.
Yep.
And like you said, you hope he doesn't cut into it. Oh, you best believe that. I don't know how significant. It's going to be a drop. I mean, Cooper Kupp's he's still going to eat. The question is just how much.
The big question, I think, should be, is OBJ going to still be a Ram at the end of the season? Is he going to turn to his old ways if they don't throw to him as much?
I think that depends on where the team is after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think that's mostly it. I mean, if you were able to make it to the NFC Championship, make it to the Super Bowl, that's a strong yes. Because why not? we just gave outsiders like 10, 15 reasons why he should stay. But yeah, I ultimately feel like what the end result is a major factor in that, because honestly, you were playing with the damn Giants, and you have played with the Browns. In those years, the Browns just got good.
Yeah.
New York wasn't great. So if they had any type of success, I think he would really want to stick around. He's also, he's getting up there in the years too. When you get to that midpoint and latter point in your career, you start thinking more so about championships.
Yeah, but sometimes the ego can't get out of the way.
Yeah, and we all know that he got one of the biggest of all time. So, we're going to pray on that whole situation.
So the professor says the Rams are about to lose and going to have a fire sale the next 2 years, which, when they got the trade for Von Miller, the GM was already talking about, long-term planning. I know he wants to sign Miller because Miller's a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's going to be big money for them, and they already have, Jalen Ramsey and just so many other big names. He could be right. Professor could be right, and we'll see some trades and some changes over there. But the Rams always have a way of just, having a couple off seasons and get right back in the middle of things.
Yeah. You got to think, too, even when they decided to let Jared Goff go, they weren't horrible, Mark. They were still very relevant and always in the talks of the best teams in the NFC. I think even when the trade went down, I think there were quite a few people that were surprised that Detroit and LA swapped quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I think now that we are in week 9, 10 of the NFL season, we are less surprised and more so understanding what the hell was going on because Jared Goff has not looked good at all. But they've always managed to find a way to stay relevant. I'm just really excited to see, with this new addition, how much of a boost does this give the LA Rams? You got any other booty huffs for tonight?
No booty house.
Okay, you got a WTF or come through.
Come through. Let's see, where is it? That's my email. Shout out to this kid, Mikey Williams, 17 years old. Becomes the first American high school hoops player to sign a multi-year footwear apparel endorsement deal.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, with the the changes in how they allow players to do those deals now.
Yeah.
17 years old, high schooler, that's nuts. That's insane. But he's gonna get paid.
Oh yeah. That is insane. That is insane. Gosh, that's just so much money for a young kid, man. God damn it. That's crazy.
Yes.
I'm reading here, and I don't. It's kind of like something that kind of just came in. Source says that Tua to again back up Jacoby Brissett for Miami.
Really?
Right.
Dang.
Yeah, so I don't know who the hell we're going to see under center when we turn this game on, because that's a last minute change for your ass. What? Okay, man, all right.
I think the over on the number of sacks the Ravens get just went up.
Yeah. Ooh. Man, that's very interesting. So we were talking about come-throughs, right?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We forgot the other come-through. The one that you just found out during the break.
Oh, yes! Yes, let's go ahead. Let's do it. Please. Yes. I'm so happy to hear this.
The fashionista, the Cam Superman, he is back with the Carolina Panthers.
Yo, come through, Cam. Come on, baby. Come on, get them big old goofy hats you got, and let's ride, son. And honestly, if you're Cam, I know a lot of people will be like, just be humble when you come back, everything, this, that, and the third. No, hell, forget all of that. All right, I want to see full Cam, full Superman, stretching out the uniform, the chest. I want to see the full flare of Cam Newton, because them Bamas made a major mistake in letting him go in the first place, and actually thinking that Sam Darnold was the answer. I mean, to me, it was just absolutely crazy that this guy did not have a job, given some of the talent at quarterback on some of these teams this season, man. I mean, this is well-deserved, yo. Major come-through for Cam. I'm so happy for him.
I know you're going to have ESPN or NFL Network on all day just to see the press conference, see what Cam's wearing.
Oh, hell yeah. You know he one of my favorites, yo. I love his sense of style. Even them goofy-ass hats he be wearing. I love it all.
And love it all. Their conference or their division isn't exactly the best.
Yeah.
I mean, even New Orleans has been floundering, but he goes off for a couple of seasons. He gets that Bill Belichick training, which it wasn't the best years for the Patriots, but Belichick is a good coach, no matter how much you dislike him, like I do. Yeah. And Cam could actually, come back better for the Panthers.
Yeah, and if you think about it, also, the Panthers and the Patriots to me have similar styles of offense.
Yeah. With
the heavy use of running back and a lot of check down short passes.
Short pass, yeah.
Yeah. With the quarterback. So, I mean, yeah, like you said, as much as we all hate these Bamas, man, Bill Belichick is an evil genius. So there was a lot that Cam was able to soak in, and learn from his brief time up there in Massachusetts.
Yep.
So, we will all, especially me, especially Major Keisha, definitely going to be looking to see how this brother performs over the next couple of weeks, man. I was just really so happy to hear that. I wish you guys. I was telling them offline. Like, I wish we would have did this online, because man, I went the hell off when they told me. I was just like, dude, what? Oh man, it was a holiday for me, so I've been chilling all day. Really quickly. Before I do this, Mark, do you have any other comments on the feed?
Let me see.
We're getting dangerously close to time.
THRU is still recovering.
Yeah.
Roman into problems. Goff is why they suck. Stafford is way better. And Stafford and his coach supposedly are like brothers. Like, they get along so great. So the Rams just have a great...
I mean, shit. What's that dude's name? Oh, weirdo for the Rams. They like the same age and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And how often does that happen? Damn quarterback and head coach like the same age. That's wild. Yeah, and really quickly, as far as Matthew Stafford, you gotta halfway kind of be rooting for this guy, right?
Yep.
I mean, even though he's on the other side and could be a potential opponent in the Super Bowl, that dude went through a lot of shit in Detroit, and he's got a massive fucking arm and a lot of talent, and it's about time that he got with a team where he can have some real success. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And I think I said it a few weeks ago, but it just shows how the culture in Detroit is just so bad.
It's horrible.
Yep.
It's horrible. Gosh, they're almost as bad as the Jets for real. But let's keep it moving. I want to do my own come through. I'm gonna keep it fully 410.
Okay.
LJ8, Lamar Jackson, 12th career 100-yard game, NFL record.
NFL record,
son.
In only his
NFL record.
4th season.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we can still set that bar incredibly high outside us because he's still got a long way to go. He's still got a lot to learn, man. And you only get that in game time experiences.
Yep.
You only get that in game time experiences. And shit, judging from the way these goddamn games are going, he should be learning a whole lot of shit for real. He should be damn near an expert at the end of this season, man. But the Raiders are about to take the field in about 20 minutes, so we're gonna wrap this thing up. Do we have? Oh, I do. I have another WTF that I have to talk about. And this has to do with the Washington football team, another organization that really just needs to be erased from the NFL. So we in week 9, 10 of this NFL season, a little more than halfway through.
Yep.
Washington football team has used 21 field goal kickers this season.
21?
Yes. I heard them say that shit on the fans. I almost crashed the car, man. It's so unbelievable. And I gotta look into this kicker carousel, man, because we already know that's how they like to do on quarterbacks, and now they just added another position to the carousel. Man, that is insane, yo. Insane. They still can't get right.
Have they even kicked 21 field goals?
They probably had 21 goddamn attempts. That's for damn sure. But yeah, man, I thought that was just hilarious, for real, hilarious. Oh my goodness. All right, do you got it? Oh, I gotta do this too, man. See, that's why we need more time. I got one more. I gotta do one more come through, Mark. Okay. I gotta say this, man. My Wiz kids, yo. Yeah. The Wiz kids, serious, come through. This team right now, it's just becoming more and more evident with the acquisitions from the Lakers. I mean,
yeah,
Kyle Kuzma is playing like John Wall or something out there. I mean, he's complimenting Bradley Beal so well, and the game that they played yesterday. I'm trying to remember who did they play yesterday. The Cleveland Cavaliers. I was thinking that that the Wizards was going to drop that game because they kind of got like a little win streak going, and they've just been doing really well. But they also too have proved some serious resiliency. I mean, they started off the week beating the champs, the Milwaukee Bucks, and they have seriously been rolling. And what I noticed last night, it's a shift, Mark, and I think this shit is real deal this season, man. The trust that Bradley Beal has in Kyle Kuzma and Montrezl Harrell. Because this game last night, man, really, it was tight all the way down to like the last minute and a half. And there were several times when Bradley Beal had the ball and this dude would just charge the basket. And you already know what happened. 4 people collapsed onto him, because he's the main guy, right?
Oh,
right?
Yep.
Wrong. My man was kicking that shit out to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma made the last 2 clutch 3-pointers of the game. And now you have to start thinking about that. You have to start thinking about that. You have to start thinking, man, we can't sit up here and double team Bradley Beal because now he's got confidence in his team, and you can really see the chemistry, man. My dude Gabbert is out there looking like freaking Kareem Olajuwon. It really looks like all of the pieces are really coming together. And let me tell you right now, man, Wes Unseld Jr. has got to be the luckiest goddamn person on the planet, for real. Because, it's just crazy how good the Wizards look this season. And as of right now, man, my Wiz kids sit on top of the Eastern Conference. Yep. I say it again. I'm going to say it again. My Wiz kids is sitting on top of the Eastern Conference with a record of 8-3, yo. Major come through, man. Major come through. And probably in some people's eyes, the WTF.
Speaking of come throughs, during your monologue there, the chat's kind of blowing up. You got DJ Delight, the McMillan clan, both Mike and Marquita on the feed. Everyone's getting hyped up for the Ravens game. Even the little man himself, Reese, is on the feed.
Hey, Ravens. What's up, Reese? What's up, Money? Hey, Mike and Marquita, Eminem. Yo, Flock for life. D&E.
Getting ready to watch the Ravens just absolutely whoop the Dolphins' ass.
Hell yeah. Well, like you said, everybody's tuned up. We about to turn up. It's all the time that we got for you tonight, outsiders. You know how we end this show. Baltimore spread love, yo. We're still in a pandemic. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. This is all we got for you tonight. Mark, Keisha, signing off just a bit outside. Let's go, Ravens!